Welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be going over Killzone multiplayer. I'm going to be talking about what I disliked, what I liked, basically my opinion on the game. So today's gameplay we'll be watching, I'm not exactly sure what map it is on, but I do know that it didn't do so good. It's just because I just started playing it today, so cut me some slack. I did fast forward through the long lives that I had that I did die on, so I only show the lives on that I got kills on. And I felt like I did pretty good just because at the very end of the video I did get a bomb plant that actually won us the game, and I don't think there was a lot of time left on the clock, and like I said, it won us the game. So I did pretty good. I felt like I felt it was a good gameplay, so I thought I'd use it, and I just wanted to talk about Killzone multiplayer in general. So one big thing that you'll notice is body shots take forever to kill somebody compared to any Call of Duty that you're talking about, any multiplayer I think I played before, including Battlefield, just any multiplayer. I think that Killzone, you have like the most health, so somebody can be shooting you from behind and you can turn around and kill them with a headshot. Headshots, I noticed, it's headshots, they give you the kill right away, in my opinion. It's kind of an easy kill if you do get a headshot. I think I did get a headshot in one of the clips that you'll be seeing today, but moving right along, it's a little bit complicated, I think. The main menu is a huge thing for me in a video game. How easy is it going to be? Is it going to be like Call of Duty where on the main menu the 3 different options of things that you can do, campaign, multiplayer, zombies, or whatever game you're playing, and then you go hit multiplayer, and then you go and find a match and you can edit your classes there. Killzone was a little bit more complicated for me to figure out what I was doing. I wish they made it a little more easier, I guess you could say, for new players like me to understand how to do different things. But then again, I'm kind of a Call of Duty fanboy, and every other first-person shooter to me, I always have to relate back to Call of Duty. So, I don't know, that might just be my opinion. So the next thing I noticed is it's kind of dark. Some of the maps are just a little dark, and it's hard to tell, who's on your team. There was this one part when there was this guy literally running about 10 feet in front of me. This was my first game I ever played. I didn't even know he was on the enemy team, and then all of a sudden I put a bullet into him, and he died and fell over. So I was kind of shocked that that happened, and it was actually the final kill, so it was pretty funny to watch. And then downed players that have gotten shot before, it's kind of a little confusing because they seem like they're alive, but then you go and shoot them and everybody knows where you are, and then they're not alive, and then you kind of feel stupid like I do. But so those are kind of the negatives about the game. Some of the positives I've liked about the game. The guns are kind of cool, fun, and interesting to use. And I like how long the games last. This one lasted like 14 or 15 minutes, even though I only got about 8 minutes of gameplay. It's kind of fun how long they last. And what I was playing was it was like one match of Search and Destroy, one match of Domination, and another match of Search and Destroy, which was kind of interesting to me because I haven't seen a game like that, or a game mode. Maybe that was just what I was playing on. I don't know exactly what I was playing on. I kind of just hit a couple buttons and found a game, so I'm not 100% sure if that's what all games are like on Killzone. But like I said, I think that was pretty fun and interesting. And then another thing was, besides, the guns, the game modes that I liked, was the graphics were actually pretty good. And the maps were kind of interesting just to walk around and look at. It was very, interesting to me because I've only played Call of Duty, so I kind of like, the maps are more two-sided. That was a big thing for me in Call of Duty, how they don't have two-sided maps anymore where somebody can come at you from any direction. So another thing I liked about it was, I don't know, I kind of like how it wasn't like a modern warfare game that you see now. It was kind of a futuristic game, and this only got me more excited for Advanced Warfare, just because I feel like Advanced Warfare might feel something like Killzone. I'm probably way off when I say that, but it's not, modern warfare. It's kind of exciting just to get out of the modern warfare stage. I think a couple Call of Duties have been Modern Warfare. Obviously there was 3 of them, and then there's Ghosts, And then there's like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 that took place just a few years in the future. So it was kind of nice just to get into a game that was really futuristic and, you know, kind of like that. Alright, so another thing I like about this game was that it was kind of cool how you have like your own spawn point that has shields around it so the enemy can't get into it, and it has turrets around it so if the enemy is trying to spawn trap, they can't do it. That was one huge thing for me, because then that takes away all of the pain that you have to go through of having somebody spawn in behind you and kill you, and then you go to Call of Duty and complain about it, and they tell you, well, that's just our new spawn trapping system, sorry, it's just to prevent spawn trapping, or, you know, some bullshit like that. It was just kind of cool to see, you know, you have your own spawn that's protected, so you don't have to worry about spawn trapping. I don't know exactly, you know, how, you know, other games work, but I kind of like how in Killzone you have a playlist for new players. That's what I was on today. I was on a playlist for, I think, low-level players, and it was kind of fun just because I didn't have to go up against the master prestiges right away, and I was able to play a couple of games and, you know, get used to the game before I had to deal with dying all the time. And another thing I found that was really fun was you have a lot of kills, in my opinion, where you have to empty your entire clip and then shoot them with a pistol and finish them off. I think that was kind of cool. Also, more interactive map features like the glass and some of the railings would break and some stuff like that. The grenades were kind of cool, how they had a red streak behind them when you threw them. But overall, I'd say that Killzone is kind of a pretty fun game to play. The campaign, I played through most of it. It's pretty interesting. This was actually my first PlayStation 4 game, so I'm surprised I haven't played through all of it yet. But the campaign was really fun and really interesting to play through. I know the multiplayer, people have described it between a cross of Call of Duty and Halo, and I know that that sounds so fun to a lot of people, and I think it does sound fun just because Halo and Call of Duty have been such popular games in the past. Killzone is kind of cool how it's combining it into one. I think, though, the future of Killzone, I think what they need to do is just brighten up some of those maps, make them more like one map I played on, which is my favorite one so far, called The Park, and they need to take the map size off certain maps. It just seems like they can do some minor tweaks to make the game better. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. As always, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe to see more. Say again.